Alright, we back at Under the Bridge TV. I got another one here for you. My boy Anton, man. I've seen you for a while. You're a pillar in this community. A lot of people know your face. How you doing today, my brother?
You alright?
Let me ask you, similar to me, you're knee deep in this. You got a foot on the ground. You are personally involved in this journey, in this struggle. What for you would you say is the biggest challenge that the homeless community is facing as a whole right now?
Biggest challenge? Finding compassionate partners that are willing to help from not to be all cuddly, but from the bottom of their heart. This is a calling for them, not a job.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Or a mission statement or anything like that. Just people that want to help people get off the street. Kind of embarrassing for a first world country to have so many homeless people.
Agreed. Do you think it falls more on the homeless community itself, the unhoused individuals, or the state entities themselves to put the extra foot forward?
Well, legally, Connecticut is not a right to house state, so there's no obligation for the state to shut up shelters, to make sure you have a place to go when it's hot or when it's cold. They are under no right legally to house you. I've lived in other places where they consider housing a human right.
Wow. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that about Connecticut. So that's definitely something that needs to improve. If you don't mind me asking, what was it that put you in this circumstance?
I say just bouncing around from place to place, not really settling down. Living in the West Coast for 4 years.
I hear you.
Just getting up and going to DC and not knowing anybody really, or having a job when I landed there.
Right, so just basically Rolling Stone with it. Just as it goes, you go with it. I hear that. What do you think at the end of the day, what do you think if something could change that would really boost the homeless community's drive to want to get things done, an incentive? What do you think that the state or the government could offer that might make people want it more?
That's tough to kind of give people things. I mean, I'm not sure that good behavior should not be rewarded, but you should want to behave good. So if you're a homeless person and you're struggling, you should want a job. You should want to present yourself. You want to be presentable. You want to take a shower every day, do your laundry twice a week. So the incentive is improving yourself.
I hear that. I agree with you that a lot of people, there's a great majority of people who don't want it, and they ruin it for the people that do. I like to call it a Goo Gaga system, where the state basically, they'll give you a place to hang out all day, they'll feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they'll clothe you, and all you gotta do is figure out how to get your drink and your drugs that day.
Absolutely.
And outside of that, they make it all easy, and people get stagnant and comfortable in that. And that's something else that needs to change. But in the same notion, there are people who are saying that there isn't enough. So, both sides of the issue have their pros, have their cons, have their points. The last question I want to ask you is, what would it take to change your situation? If something could be done immediately or overnight, if somebody could reach out and give you something or assist you with something, what would that be?
I'm going to say employment, but with a stable roof over my head. I don't know if they have work shelters here. Because sometimes you work overnight, and when you get off,
where do you
there's nowhere to go at 6 in the morning where you can actually lay your head in peace and quiet.
Right.
Relax, shower, eat, decompress from work, play video games, whatever you do in your downtime.
Right.
You know what I mean? But definitely a job would be, 1A, and then a stable roof over my head.
I hear that.
1B.
I hear that. Well, as always, it's a pleasure talking to you. I hope we get more from you. You're a voice that I definitely want to hear. I thank you, my brother, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right.